hosted by Leif Gantvoort, Travis Oates, Alexa Cappiello, and Dan Billet.
Everything's today.
And I'm Brett Sheridan. And here's today's Game Master, Alexa Cappiello.
Oh, thank you, Brett, and thank you all. Welcome to the show that is the game of games, meaning that every episode we play games, and every episode is a game. Thank you, creepy children. Where my fellow hosts will compete, to accumulate points at my discretion, sometimes tied to the games that we play, and sometimes not. For example...
Oh, good. I love examples.
Travis Oates. I'm also going to introduce my fellow co-host, of course. Travis Oates.
Yes.
Here's a question for you. What is your favorite D&D class?
Oh.
That would be probably Armor Crafting 101.
Oh, that was not an answer, but if I liked
thought
that
about
answer,
that too long.
I would have given him points for that. But Dan Billet,
Yes.
what country's flag design is your favorite?
Brazil.
Okay, you just
Because of our lovely castmate
yes,
Mariana,
yes.
who made me think of Brazil.
yes. Okay,
Does he get points for that?
he'll get 5 points for that.
At a later date.
At a later date. And this is just an example of how this works. Leif Gantvoort.
Yeah, the example involves giving points, I think. I think that's the point of the example.
I think you can do it however you want to
Oh
do
my
it,
gosh,
Alexa.
thanks. This
You
is
don't-
my episode,
Yeah.
Leif.
If you like, you could give everybody but Leaf some points
Yes,
right now.
honestly,
That would
that
be
might
great,
be-
because that'd be a
Just
good
to-
example of how the game is
That
played.
might be how this episode is played. Leif Gantvoort.
That's me.
Here's a question for you.
I've already failed.
If you could have any car in the world, what would it be?
83 Corvette.
Wrong.
Okay. So you would get,
Can you lose points for that? That's not
there's no losing points. I would
No.
give Leif
You want to
10
know why?
points.
I'll tell you why. Because then they changed the design of the car in 84, and I do not like the new design of the car.
the new design from 1984. Yeah, okay.
So you guys get the drift. That is basically how the games are played. Points are doled out as I see fit. So whoever has the most points in the end will win, and so will one of you, because we also play for a lucky fan who comments on one of our videos. So comment on our videos. We will reveal who that winner is at the end of the game, so stick around, because you might win. And what will they win, Brett?
They're going to win a game,
Yes.
Alexa, because...
Everything's today.
Thank you again, creepy children. So we are going to play our first game. It is a new game here, and it is called Describe It. Okay? Yes.
Can you describe
it.
the game for
Yes,
us?
I am just about to.
That's the game. She's just going to describe it, and we have to guess if that was the right description or not.
Okay, so each of you is going to be given one of these. Please do not
Oh,
share
don't look at it. Or-
You can
Alright.
look at it.
Oh,
just
but it's
do
face
not
down.
share it.
She gave it to me face down.
Do not share it. Actually, in fact,
Leaf, would you like to see mine?
Yeah.
no, stop
Oh,
it.
no, I can't
You
share
already
But can I
lose the game.
steal it? I'm
No,
not
you
sharing
can't.
it if I take it.
All right.
Stop it.
Guys.
Don't touch me.
So you honestly, you should probably keep it on the, under the table so that your guesser can't see. So,
Can I
okay.
put it in my pants?
If there's a little clip on
If
there.
there
that's-
was, that
yeah.
would be foresight.
We just got a
and
new
we don't have
upgrade
that.
to our paddles, and you already want an additional upgrade
No,
to our
I'm talking
paddles.
about little, like a physical clip.
Oh, yeah, we just bring that in separately and
Yeah,
put it on
just
here.
put it- yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so each contestant is given a series of words that pertain to tabletop games this time. It's
Okay.
going to change, but this time we're going to keep it tabletop games and nerd culture, tabletop games or nerd culture. One contestant starts as the describer, and another contestant is the guesser. The describer is given 1 minute to describe as many words as possible without using the actual word. So you can act, you can sing, you can use similar words, just not the actual word itself. The guesser must guess as many words as possible in that time frame. The describer may pass if there's a word that's too difficult to convey. Same goes for the guesser if they feel they can't get the word in a timely manner, so they can pass or skip to the next. If the describer winds up saying the word that I have given you, you and the guesser cannot gain points in that word and must move on to the next. So the object of the game is to get as many words possible within 1 minute, okay? Each contestant takes a turn at being the describer and the guesser, and I will award points accordingly. No sabotaging one another. Okay?
Yes, sabotage is allowed.
No, it is not. I am the game master, and these are my rules.
Sabotage.
All right.
Sabotage.
So first, we're gonna start off with Leif as the describer and Dan as the guesser.
Oh, gosh.
You have 1 minute. Go.
Small wood people.
Meeples.
Nice. Very
That's the
nice.
next one. A gathering of people in a large hall.
Convention.
Yes.
Very nice.
Taking cards and putting them together and stacking them to improve your hand.
Card drafting game.
Cards come in a...
Package of cards.
What is a group of cards?
A deck. A deck
Yes.
builder. Deck builder.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
Okay. Adopting a character for the purpose of
Role
a
playing?
game. Thank you. It's our D&D campaign, slightly different. The name of our show.
Is a critical role, dungeon call, Dungeons and Dragons, dungeon,
Like a baby does.
dungeon crawl.
Thank you.
Yes.
There we go.
Working together in a game is a...
Teamwork is a thing that you have to do. It's a cooperative.
Thank you.
Time. Very nice. That was how many?
Isn't
I
that-
don't know.
Honestly, you guys both got 30
Six.
points.
Six.
Six. So six words, 30 points. Okay, next up is Dan as the describer, and the guesser is Travis. We are resetting the timer, and go.
It's a letter and number, the main thing that you roll in Dungeons and Dragons.
Die 20.
Very nice.
Or
You
D20.
you write on a
Piece of paper.
which is your
Character sheet.
yes.
Very nice.
The first thing you roll when you go into battle.
Initiative.
Yes. A person in the game controlled by the dungeon.
NPC.
Yes. When you roll a 20, it's a
Natural crit. Critical hit.
yes. The background of a place or a planet is called the
Backstory, the lore.
yes. Good. When you when you have a battle or any sort of thing, it's called a any sort of meeting between your characters and the enemies. It's an
Conflict, a pass.
okay lore. You used this word when you were first guessed at what lore
Background.
was. Close.
Backstory.
Yes. Neutral. Good.
And stop. That was great. You guys did a really good job there. Honestly, you were pretty good. Like you have maybe how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think because we missed one of them, so I think it was 7.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, final round. Describer is Travis. Guesser is Leif this time. And go.
You're really strong, and you are.
Leaf.
No, you're big muscles, and so you have
Strength.
something. A spell that makes you stronger is a
Cool spell.
pass. You have an area of knowledge, and you roll a die to see if that area of knowledge, that roll is.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
God.
No, this is not going well.
All right, pass. My campaign that we're playing right now is not in a book. Instead, it's a.
Real life.
Oh, no.
If you roll a 1 on a die instead of it being what I said it was, a run is a
Ace.
no. I thought there was no sabotage.
I'm not sabotaging.
It's true.
I'm guessing.
All right, if you roll a 20-sided die because a fireball hit you and you want to avoid it, you roll a.
Parkour roll.
Oh, stop. Oh, whoa.
You get out of the way of the flame. You do a PK roll.
Oh, no.
Buff skill check, homebrew.
If you wanted
critical
me to
fail,
get buff, you
saving
should have
throw.
said the device you use to polish a car.
You bastard.
Yeah, so you don't have to actually say the definition of the word. You can go around it if he's just
Sure.
not getting it, which clearly he
I'm
was
sorry,
not.
guys. I guess I just don't understand this game.
Sabotaging jerk off.
Oh, that was. Did you sabotage sabotaged it on purpose, Lee.
No, I tried to guess those answers. Those were right answers for the scenario.
Full of crap.
Well, honestly, yeah, Leif, that was not your best game.
What?
So,
No, I thought I
so-
did excellent.
no,
Well,
no.
Dan won.
Dan did win. Well, okay, so the points are as follows. Dan, you are very much in the lead.
How is that
60
possible?
Can I have
65
Can I?
points.
And my next one, can I have ask Dan
Yes.
the thing?
Yes.
Dan will ask me, and then I'll ask Dan.
And who do I get to ask?
A mirror.
Yes, honestly.
I'm going to do great.
You know what? You
Leif
can ask
wants to
Brett.
lose.
He'll know a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Travis, you are second place at 35,
Sure.
and Leif, very unsurprisingly, is the last at on only 30 points because
I
you
got 30
also
points.
you made it so that Travis couldn't get any points that round either. So
I'm still ahead of you.
I was fearful that would happen, but. All right, so that was really fun for us. Hopefully, it was fun for you guys too. When we come back, we're going to be playing another game, so stick around, and we will see you shortly. All right, welcome back to Everything's a Game.
And
So
sometimes it's not because I mess it up.
sometimes it's not. When Leif decides to sabotage it after I tell him not to sabotage, he gets negative points for
I
that.
don't know what the word sabotage means, to be fair.
So first,
All right. So when you're not playing the game properly,
Yes.
yeah, when somebody's trying to get some very easy things said and you won't say them.
Okay.
Or
Give
when
me
you,
an
when you
example.
plant a bomb
Yeah.
to blow up your
Right,
enemies'
right.
Enemies.
facilities. Yeah,
Yes.
That's called.
Beastie Boys.
No, it's sabotage. We're trying to teach you the word sabotage.
right. So for our second game
Sabotage. I got it.
today, we are going to play Yahoo.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I did not come up with this title. This guy did because he's so good at titles.
I am. I'm really good at titles.
Oh my God! I can't believe we're bringing this back.
Oh, we are. We are. I'm going to
All
give
the
you
good games we have.
all the good ones. I'm going to give you a partial Yahoo News headline.
Oh my God.
Because it is the most trusted news source in the world, and the one that everyone reads. Correct?
Yes, I
You have to figure out the parts that I have omitted from the headline. Sometimes I'm going to give you facts that you have to figure out, or the person, or sometimes I'll give you the person, you have to figure out what they did. Once you think you know, I was going to say hit your buzzer, but we don't have them with us right now.
do. They're right there.
They're right there. Dan
can
can
be
grab
grabbed.
it.
They don't work. They're another part of this bit that doesn't work.
That's not true. We decided they did work.
Well, they make sound, but they don't. All right. There are three. Okay.
I don't want one. I don't need one.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Don't
That's
put
a
it.
great- that's
Don't
a
put
great-
it towards
Isn't
the
the
mic.
yellow one we decided not to use because it was so obnoxious? No, seriously.
Well, then it's perfect for me.
All right. Okay.
All right. So earlier answers get more points. So the first headline is blank is the worst run city in the United States. Oh.
Hulk Hogan.
Atlantis.
No and no. According to a study.
That's a callback to like the original. I'm just gonna. All right.
So yeah.
Detroit.
That's a good guess. But
The only
no.
one that hasn't
Not
guessed is
anymore.
Dan.
I know. I'm waiting for the rest of the clue because you guys all jumped in.
That is
That was the
that
end of
is
the
it.
clue?
Blank is the worst run city
Oh.
in the United States. Just take a guess.
Temecula. Yeah.
It's
I'll
just
give
fun
you-
to say.
I'll give you
is.
points for that. 5 points for that.
Los Angeles,
No.
Fresno,
no.
San Francisco.
Burbank.
Yes.
Yes.
Dan
Burbank
got it.
is?
No, it's San Francisco.
I can't believe Burbank is that poorly run.
According to who?
According to Wallet Hub, have you guys heard of Wallet Hub?
I
Listen,
use them
The
all the time.
trusted source
Yahoo.
wallet
Or-
hub. Yeah. No, I'm sure.
Or
Yes. No,
according to anyone
Sponsor.
who's been to San Francisco lately.
So the study attempted to gauge cities' operating efficiency, how they spend and manage public funds. It used 36 metrics and measured them against the city's per capita budget.
one of my best friends is the city controller for the city of San Francisco.
Interesting.
Well,
So,
you can tell him then. We all have a very close friend who travels with Frozen the musical. Disney will love that I'm saying this. I asked them, what's the worst city that you went to on the entire tour? And they said, hands down, San Francisco.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, that was the
So
worst
don't
experience.
He doesn't
San
actually
Francisco.
control the city as
Worst
the city
experience.
controller. That's not your. That's
Is he
not
a
your
real
joke.
controller or a comptroller?
Yeah, exactly. There's no. I have no idea.
So
I never
I'll give
understood
some bonus points if you guys can guess the next 4 worst ranked.
Next 4?
Yeah.
Houston.
I would
No.
say Detroit would be in
No,
there.
Detroit's not anymore.
No.
No,
Detroit's
they've
like
come
really-
back. They bounced back.
yeah.
Chicago.
No.
Cleveland.
No.
Are they all in California?
Phoenix.
No.
Atlanta.
No.
New York.
New York City is one of them.
All right,
Really?
so I got
You
one.
got some points.
Vegas.
5. No.
Of course it is.
Portland.
CSI Vegas.
No, Portland. No. Gulfport?
What about Las Vegas?
Gulfport?
Maine?
Oakland?
Mississippi.
Oakland?
Oakland.
Oakland,
I'm not
California.
surprised.
Oh,
And Flint, Michigan.
Michigan.
Oh,
yes,
Flint.
of course,
Flint.
Michigan.
Not
Yes.
Detroit.
Yeah.
So sorry to all those cities that we have impugned you. Anyone who lives there, they're all lovely cities. In
We
their
come
own
from
way.
a bad city as well. So
Yeah.
All right.
I guessed Los Angeles. So.
Yeah.
Yep. So technically, we're not saying it. Wallet Hub is. So,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah,
All right.
We're
So,
not.
second headline is Baby Blank trapped in a lake is saved by Alaska man and police as its worried mom watches. Oh, Travis?
Alligator.
No. No.
Reindeer.
No.
Seal.
No. Moose.
Oh, sure.
Baby
I was the
moose.
closest.
Baby moose got stuck in a narrow space between a float plane and a dock in Anchorage.
But
Yeah.
it had excellent hair.
Anchorage.
Anchorage.
I thought she said Florida man. Did you not say Florida?
Alaska.
No.
She said Alaska.
Anchorage.
Oh my God! I thought she said
Alaska.
Florida man.
How did
I
you
thought
hear?
were just being
That's why as
Florida
soon as I
man.
thought. What did you say? Say it again.
Baby blank trapped in a lake is saved by Alaska man and police as his
Oh,
worried
I
mom
swear to God, when she
watches.
said Alaska man, my brain went Florida man because Alaska
That's
man's
funny.
not a thing.
No, Alaska man.
It is now.
Well, I mean, it's not like a phrase.
So yeah, they had to position a police car in front of the baby. in front of the moose mom, who apparently moose.
Just moose.
They're just Mises.
Just moose.
They become
Don't listen to him.
very, very protective of their young and can be very, very aggressive. So they had
Whereas alligators don't give a crap about their young.
No, they eat them.
They really don't.
All right, third headline. The filmmakers from Blank incorporated feedback from teen girls to keep the story authentic.
Barbie.
No,
Barbie 2.
no,
Teen Girls. Powerpuff Girls, the
no,
movie.
no.
Barbie Electric
You guys are
Boogaloo.
gonna.
I was about to say break into Electric Boogaloo. I'm going to say Bridgerton.
No, you guys are gonna kick yourselves when
I don't think
say
I
the
can.
answer.
I don't
Yeah,
think. I think you think we care way too much.
I can't kick myself.
All right.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
No, no, no.
Part 5.
no.
Part five.
Sisterhood
Hold
of
on.
the
Oh, it's
Traveling
Inside
Shirt.
Out?
Inside Out too. Yes.
Oh,
Thank you,
of
Dan.
course.
Dan, you are just wiping the floor with these guys today. Okay, so yeah, the team at Disney, at Pixar contacted. Excuse me, I can't speak today. Disney Pixar contacted a group of 9 teenage girls who became informally known as Riley's Crew.
The
named after-
9 girls dictated how that film went.
Yeah.
I bet the
mean-
writers loved that.
Honestly, if you guys haven't seen it yet, you should. It's very, very well done. So.
I wrote an episode of My Friends Tigger and Pooh. Mm-hmm. True story. Got notes from a 4-year-old girl
Sure.
during that process, and that was the last time I wrote.
What were the notes? I want to know.
I think she felt that one part was too confusing
Well,
for her.
Just get smarter, 4-year-old.
All right, so.
And she also said too many minorities. No. What a horrible child.
Wow.
Fortunately, we can cut that part out.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't call it like they did. The Riley's Crew sounds like isn't there like the Inside Girls or the Inside
Well,
Outers or
Riley's
I know
the main
we're still
character.
Riley's the character.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm
The
just saying-
Outsiders would work too.
There you go.
The Out
Would be.
Insiders.
Yeah. Sure.
Love that movie.
No,
and
I
book.
like Outsiders just better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really, really know the.
Here's you know who
How to
would
speak
know?
to
The
teenage
9-year-old girls. They should write it.
They would.
They should punch that up.
They were teens, so yeah.
Can we get a staff of 9-year-old girls to come in here
They're
and punch up
9
our material?
Look, you're not even listening. It's 9 teenagers, Leif.
Yeah, see?
You're sabotaging this whole episode.
And by the
episode.
way, you do not want 9 teenage girls working here. We would feel terrible about ourselves all the time.
Yeah.
They can cut you to shreds, teenage girls.
You think they would make fun of us?
Oh, all the
Absolutely.
time.
What would they make fun
Constantly.
of?
Have you looked
Everything.
at what you wear?
Yeah.
You think I tease you about your clothes?
Hey, leave Ponyboy alone.
Nice outsiders callback.
That was
Very, very
awesome.
good.
Good job, Brett.
Very good. Brett
Brett,
gets
if you
points.
were on the board,
Yeah.
you'd get points for that, but you're not. So, fourth headline, blank always hated being part of the Brat Pack. Now he sees it as a blessing.
It's
Andrew McCarthy.
Yes, very good. So Dan gets points and Leif gets points.
Have you watched the documentary yet?
No.
It's called Brats.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good.
Is it?
Yeah, Lee and
Which
Howie
is
are both
disappointing because I thought it was about the dolls.
in it. The dolls.
Yeah.
Sure, sure. Which you watch everything Bratz related
Everything
when it comes
Bratz
to the
related.
dolls.
Yeah.
So fellow Brat Packers, Judd Nelson, Molly Ringwald, they turned down the doc, but Demi Moore, John Cryer, Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez, and Ali Sheedy, and Leah Thompson,
Leah
your good
Thompson.
friend Leah Thompson, are all part of it.
And Howie Deutsch is in there as well.
Yes.
Who are the people who turned it down?
Molly.
Molly
And
Ringwald, Judd. Yeah.
I hear he's a jerk.
I loved him in the Breakfast Club.
I heard Judd Nelson is just difficult. So.
And
And Molly
I've hung out with
Ringwald.
him a couple of times. He's
all right, so bonus points if you guys know where the term Brat Pack came from.
Well,
From the
it's,
Rat Pack.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
it's a reference to the Rat Pack, but just
Great.
young.
Bonus points if you know where that came
I did know where it came from. So yes, it came a playful nod to the Rat Pack of the 1950s and 60s.
Was it playful though?
Yes.
I think it was.
Okay, so final Yahoo title. Blank
Oh, does it have to end?
Blank created a perfume to smell like he was actually rotting to play King Henry the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th.
Oh, I knew this
In
if it was King
Firebrand.
Henry the
I know.
Sixth.
I know. A crazy man. Crazy person.
No.
Person out of his mind.
No.
Person who can't act.
No, he can act very well.
Christian Bale.
No.
Judd Nelson.
What is it from? Did you say what it's from?
King Henry
Yeah,
the
Judd
Eighth.
Nelson.
In Firebrand.
Firebrand. Benedict Cumberbatch.
No. Jude
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Jude Law.
Jude Law.
Jude Law.
Yeah.
So here's a quote.
I've seen that.
I read that Henry, because of
seen
these agonizing ulcers he had on his legs, really smelled.
It was also called syphilis.
So Law consulted with a perfume specialist. Seriously, this is crazy.
So my answers were all correct.
No, he created a blend of blood, fecal matter, and sweat, and he used it subtly at first, but eventually it could be smelled from 3 rooms away.
Hey, here's an idea. How about you just act?
Yeah, it's called acting.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you just,
Just
act like you smell that?
We should all
Pretend.
tell Jude Law how
Because-
to do his job.
No, well,
Like,
because
stop.
because I hate this kind of thing. Because here's the thing: Jude Law, by the way, is not the one suffering from this.
Everybody else is.
Every single other actor who has to
Not just
smell
actor,
blood
crew
and
members.
feces and everything like that, so that Jude can get into the proper place of it. I hate that kind of crap.
If you'd like to come on the show, Jude, and explain why you did this, we would be happy to
if
have you.
Jude Law was in this room, I'd tell him the same thing right to his face.
And then kick him in the shin.
Yes,
I
you
wouldn't kick
would.
him in the shins.
All right, so that is the end of the game. In terms of points, we have both Travis and Leif at 40 points each, and Dan is still in the lead by far with 90 points.
No, come on. That's
All right,
way
you
too
guys-
big of a gap.
You guys got to catch up, man.
No, I don't like that.
When we come back, we're going to play 2.5 questions with our special guest today. His name is Charlie Chappell. So stick around.
Charlie Chaplin's
Yeah,
going in?
Charlie Chappell.
Oh.
And we'll see you in a minute. All right, welcome back to Everything's a Game. Thank you so much for sticking around and joining us for our third game. We have our special guest here. His name is Charlie Chappell. He is a director, actor, producer, and all-around great human being. He is also our main editor for Above Board TV, and of course, he is my partner in crime. So welcome, Charlie. We are
Wait, you guys commit crimes together?
Yes, we do. We rob banks. We steal dogs.
Should you be
Steal
saying
dogs?
that? Should you be
We've
talking
got like
about
6
this?
right now.
Yep,
You
yep,
have
yep.
6 dogs that you stole?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's what we
Do
do.
you
in our
really
spare
have
small ones?
time.
Do you really have 6 dogs right now?
Love the look. Love the
No.
look. Thank you so much for joining us today for our silly little
I'll
podcast.
take a dog.
Thanks for getting me out of the editing cave.
Editing cave, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It's nice to
Wait, is it really a cave that you sit
It
in?
feels
Kind of
like a
is.
cave.
Mhm.
I am in front of the computer pretty much constantly right now.
Do you feel that helps the process to be in a
No.
cave when you're editing?
Not at all.
Like the world
Is
is
it
just
is it like the
gone.
Bat Cave? So there's lots of cool tech, and a giant coin that's scarred on one side. I don't know, just
And
maybe.
a T-Rex. Don't forget
T-Rex,
about the
there's
Got
also
that
a
head
T-Rex.
that I can open up and push the button and
Yes.
drop down the... No.
No.
See, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It would be way better. The cave that I'm in right now.
Let's turn our room into the Bat Cave, okay?
Yes.
Oh my
please.
God.
If she says that, do not sleep with her.
I don't know why you're. I don't know why
said
you're
it.
still
It's
here.
happening.
I tell you, if my wife said that, I'd be like, all right, the construction crew is coming in the next day. That's happening.
It's on.
All right, so today we're going to be getting to know you and playing a game called 2.5 Questions. So I'm going to be asking you, Charlie, 2.5 questions. So that means I'll ask you questions, and our lovely contestants will guess what you may answer.
Yeah,
Okay?
okay.
So points are going to be given based on creativity, correct answers, whatever I feel at any given moment.
What
If
about
Leif-
sassiness?
If
Can I
Leif
get
actually
points for
decides
sassiness?
to play the game properly, he may get a point or two. But with the way things are going today, he's probably not going to play.
What
at
kills
all.
me is I'm trying and I'm tied with him.
I know. He's not even trying. He's just sabotaging every single game. So, all right, Charlie, how are you doing today? Are you ready for
Is
this?
that one of the questions?
No, that's
Yeah.
not.
Oh, I got this one. I got this one.
No, that's not one of the questions. How are you doing? Are you good?
I'm well. Thanks for asking.
He's gonna say terrible.
I'm here, so therefore terrible. Are you ready for your first official question?
Is that a question?
That is not the question but here's
We're
here,
way over the
here-
2.5 limit now.
You're getting this.
We're at
This is
2.
how. Yeah.
Here
Good.
is the question, okay?
Yes.
What part of a kid's movie completely scarred you?
Oh. Yeah, okay.
no.
I think it's interesting. You already probably know these answers.
I don't actually.
Oh, so you're getting to find out some new
I'm
information
getting to find out
too.
some information as well.
Oh.
So what
great.
part of a kid's movie completely scarred you? Everybody's writing them down.
Oh boy.
There's so many.
I know. Do you have it, or are you still thinking?
So many
this
scars.
is-
There's just too many
There's too
scars.
many scars. You can't pick one.
Too many
To
scars.
get a better eraser.
Oh no.
Oh, you don't know? Just pick one. Come on. If there's too many, just pick
you
one.
can't say it yet.
You can't pick one. Don't say it out loud yet, but just
Okay.
pick one. You have one?
Sure.
Okay. Everybody's still writing. What
Done.
about you, Dan? Are
I'm
you
done.
Good.
I'm done.
Dan gets points
Yeah.
for being first, and Leif is second, so he'll get some points. Travis is still writing.
Travis writes books.
Yes, he-
So
yes.
you know.
Yes. All right.
Some point we'll release all the publication of his paddle fodder, and it'll be a bestseller. I have no doubt.
Okay, so Charlie, please tell me and everyone listening, what part of a kid's movie completely scarred you growing up?
I mean, Mufasa.
Yeah, that's what I
Mufasa.
was gonna say.
Mufasa.
Oh, yeah.
Mufasa.
Mufasa. Yes.
And the monkey in that one. Scared the shit out of me. But mostly Mufasa.
But you consider yourself scarred by it.
Oh,
Well,
scarred by the death of
that was
Mufasa.
such a dad
Thanks,
joke.
Dave.
Wow.
Thanks,
Yeah.
That was a dad joke. Boy, oh boy. All right, so
Or were you Mufasa'd by it?
Simba.
All right, Dan.
Yeah, you are somewhat younger than me, Charlie. So I just assumed that it was the red robot in the black hole when it beheaded that guy, and you had to be removed from the theater and taken outside and walked around in the
such a good
sunlight
moment.
because that was so awful and it haunted your dreams and nightmares for years. I just assumed it was that.
That was a movie I only recently watched.
Oh, right.
How
Man.
did you like it? Did it hold up for you?
Honestly, I loved it.
Yeah.
It blows my mind that came out the same year that Alien came out.
Yeah.
And it's so bad compared to
The special effects are terrible.
What's
They're
crazy?
just terrible.
What's crazy is there's some amazing effects. in it.
100%.
Like
The
there are a
black
couple-
hole itself
the couple-
is incredible.
A couple things are amazing. The robots themselves
Are
though,
awful.
are so bad.
Are so bad.
Yeah.
But
I
I
had
loved
those
it. It's a
toys.
great movie.
I had
It's
those
a
toys.
great reference to watch for sure.
Oh, the Crimson
And
Robot.
there are some ridiculously violent moments in that film.
Oh my God.
When
Yeah. It's not a
Maximilian, the
kid's
robot
film.
Maximilian, like drills through the book and
Oh,
kills.
yeah. It's funny. I went even older, Dan,
How old do you guys think I am?
with the death of Old Yeller.
You know what?
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
Spoiler.
guys.
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
That was a movie we watched in kindergarten. For some reason, they're like, "Oh,
Really?
here's some death
Kindergarten.
on a laser disc."
Oh boy.
I may have gone more literal than you guys did.
No, I don't
Because-
want to know this. I don't think.
I said that time when someone tried to beat him to death with a Betamax copy of the Apple Dumpling Gang.
Wow. Okay.
That's the
That's the
children's
moment that scarred
That's
him.
the children's movie that scarred him.
I
Did
do
we
have a
just go
scar above my eye from
older and older and older.
I physically
How old do you
scarred
think
him.
Charlie is?
Physically
This is not
scarred
about
him.
Charlie now. This is about my childhood.
This is
Was
all
it-
their trauma. I think there's a lot of projection going on
there
right now.
is.
Was it possibly train pulling into a train station?
And
Did
I
that
said-
children's film scar
It's one of the Lumiere films.
I said Betamax because they're a lot heavier than the VHS tapes.
Of
were.
course,
So-
and more dangerous. That's why they were
Yeah.
banned.
All right. Well, you
Made
each.
illegal
Anybody?
in
Apple Dumpling
1987.
Gang? Anybody ever seen that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, of course we have. I love a good apple dumpling.
Yeah. Not when they're beating you to death with it.
No.
All right, you all got points for that one.
Of course we did.
Thanks.
So, next question. Because you are literally one of the nicest people on the planet, you are from Arkansas, and all they do is just be nice over there, because I don't know.
Yeah, that's what Arkansas is known for. How
Exactly what
nice
we're known
they
for.
are in Arkansas.
But honestly, he is. So I wanted to challenge him with this next question, which is, what is the most imaginative insult you can come up with?
Oh no.
Yes. You could do it. Come on, be mean.
The most imaginative insult that
What is
Charlie
the most
can come up with.
imaginative insult that Charlie can come up with?
This show's for kids, though, right? Like kids watch this.
I mean,
So-
Our show?
I don't know.
I don't know. They shouldn't. Kids, if
Yeah,
you're
I don't
watching,
know.
There are creepy children that come in and
go
say
watch
the name of the
Old
show, but
Yeller. Don't watch this show. Or watch The Black Hole.
don't watch Old Yeller. It'll scar you for life, for reals.
Done.
What was the
Okay.
question again?
What is the most imaginative insult that Charlie can come up with? Even Charlie can't come up with
Oh
it.
no. I mean, I'm nice because I think horrible things.
That's a lot of people.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And I just keep them to myself because I grew up learning that if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all.
So what's your answer if you could possibly think of an imaginative insult?
A recent one I thought was that guy's about as interesting as wet toast.
Okay. All right.
Wow, that's so close to what I'm saying right now. I'm still writing. It took me forever to erase the first one.
I think Charlie would find it an insult to call somebody an editor. You editor.
Oh, what is
No, because he
Wow.
doesn't want to condemn someone else to the cave lifestyle. So it's bad, right?
I guess, but being an editor, you hold so much power. Like you
You don't, though.
and
It's like being an
Sorry,
actor.
yeah, I was
I've
just
got a
saying.
lot of power as an actor too.
Sorry to burst your dreams of being an editor, Lex.
Oh, Dan, what do you?
What was Charlie's answer again?
He was wet toast, right?
Wet toast,
You're
that's
about
right.
as interesting as wet toast.
I was going to go with that looks like a shirt Leif would wear, but I changed my mind at the last minute, and I was going to say that person, male or female, looks like their face was on fire and someone put it out with a wet chain.
Oh,
Okay. That's very
Okay.
creative.
all right, that's creative. I'll give you points for
I
that.
don't feel like that's something Charlie would say.
No, I do feel like it's something Charlie would
He would
say.
think it.
You
I
would
don't think he
definitely
would.
think it. What about you, Travis?
I have been around Charlie quite a bit, and I've even been around Charlie when he's upset. In Iceland, I believe, and other. Well, actually, I'm trying to think of the place you were the most upset. But I think it was like when we were like, you had like 15,000 pounds of like gear on you, and
We were just
yeah,
dragging it.
yeah. So when he really has completely lost it, he said something along these lines. I'm so disappointed in you. You are a poo-poo head and your breath is bad. Boo you. And then I'm sorry.
You got to apologize.
Honestly,
you can't make somebody feel bad.
I heard Charlie's voice saying that, so I'll give you 10 points for that, Travis.
But
That was a
only
good
when
one.
he was really mad.
Yep. All right, so final.
Actually, can I just say, can I say this? Actually, the most, in all seriousness, the most I've ever seen you actually like push it was when we were filming. You were running sound, and you had a sound pole, and we were filming during a lightning storm.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, "Hey, can we get moving?
We're going to die.
Because some of us here are holding a giant metal stick in the middle of a lightning storm."
Yeah.
And you were like, "Come on."
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were literally afraid you were going to be killed. So,
Yeah.
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 Up or TV.
Comedy.
Comedy. All right, so final question. This is the half question, okay?
Yes.
So I'm going to, yep, there you go.
Was that the answer?
No.
Oh, I guessed that. I got it right. Lex, points.
Okay. I'll give you points just because you asked for them. Who is your favorite weird? That's the half question.
Man,
And you just got to answer it. Who is your favorite weird?
feels like 3/4 of a question.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
7/8?
No.
7/8? Nope.
You don't know how long that
Favorite
question
weird.
is.
Who's your
That's true.
favorite weird?
4/5.
Yeah. Who is your favorite weird? ... Question mark.
I got it.
All right, Leif, go ahead. You get points for being first.
Okay, thanks.
Go for it.
What do you mean? Go for what?
Oh, wait,
who goes
Charlie,
first?
sorry.
Go
Charlie
first.
has to answer his own question first. Sorry,
Yeah.
Charlie.
Do I need to?
Otherwise, Dan just writes down whatever.
That's I've already written.
Okay.
See, you can't just accuse everybody in there of cheating. That's not fair.
I didn't accuse Brett. I just accused Dan.
Charles.
Al.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Very nice. Leif
you really
actually
put
guessed
Lau?
it, so he gets 10 points.
Or did you put AI?
The great Spielberg film AI.
All right.
How did you know what he was going to say?
Weird.
No, that's just.
Oh,
it's just
weird
straight.
owl. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
That's just.
That's why I
Same
also
wavelength.
wrote Al, but Gore. Because, you're from the South.
Weird
so
Al
he might-
Gore.
he's,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. For
He invented
whatever-
the internet.
Points for creativity
Exactly.
there, Dan.
Now I feel like stupid.
Go for
I don't
it,
even want to
Travis.
show mine.
Oh, Travis, come on.
I didn't see the Weird Al Yankovic in that at all. I don't know why I went the way that I did, but I put Gonzo the Great. For
What?
some reason, I thought Muppet.
He's a very good weird.
Yeah.
He is a
Who
good
is your
weird.
favorite weird Muppet? Is what I heard in my brain. So I put Gonzo.
Okay.
It was between Gonzo and Animal. And yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'll give you some points for that.
did
That's
Not
that's some
Fozzie?
points.
Well, I don't know. Fozzie is Fozzie weird or just sad? Fozzie is like the saddest Muppet to me.
Is he the
Sad?
saddest?
Why do you think he's sad?
Oh,
He's trying so hard.
Trying so hard to be funny, and he's never is.
He's
He's
also
not sad to
joyful.
himself.
Yeah.
I
I think he does think he's funny. You're saying when he goes home at night, he's
He
like,
cries. It's
No,
the
but-
tears of a
Or
clown.
you think
yes.
everybody's looking at
serious
him
right
thinking
now.
that
Oh
guy's
yeah, I
that's
think
sad.
I get sad when I watch him. I really do.
no. I think what I
think I
see
know-
in what I see in him is a position that I would like to be in, where I don't care what people think. I'm going to enjoy myself no matter what.
You have you ever seen Punchline, the movie Punchline?
Yes.
You know that character that goes, I know I'm funny. My wife thinks I'm funny.
Yes.
From that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
That-
that kind of sad.
That to me is Fozzie. Of like that thing of like, you know,
Waka waka waka.
I want to believe that inside that I'm funny, but I kind of know I'm not, and I yeah,
man.
Like
This
the
is a
Joker.
real bummer now. Like
it
I
makes
just,
me sad.
oh,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I want to go home, guys.
It's like funny you didn't say
Kind of sad.
Fozzie as your scarred childhood. Like, you know, be.
I'm just glad I could bring everybody down.
Yeah, thanks for that. All right, so that's the end of 2.5 questions with Charlie, and the points as they stand are Travis in the rear at 65.
Oh, you're in the rear. Thanks for that.
Leif is second place.
Yes.
75 points. And Dan is still killing it at 115 points.
That doesn't seem right.
But
Charlie, you're going to be playing our next game with us, our very last
Okay.
game.
I've
But
got
you're not going
plenty
to.
of time to catch up.
No. You're not going to come into the game with no points. You're actually going to
good.
come in with one more point than our current lead. So 116 points.
You're in the lead.
You know what's so impressive about that too? Our system can't give 1 point.
I know.
Stop
Only-
pointing out the flaws of the system.
We can only
It's in
give
by fives.
5-point increments,
It's
and
true.
yet you're gonna have one more point.
You're gonna start off
We
with.
all know he has one more point.
No,
Sure,
he's
sure.
coming in
Just-
with 120 points because it's only
Plus
five.
five.
Yeah, it's plus 5. Okay,
This is the
so
smallest number we could get.
so when we come back from the break,
You know, from now on, I'm going to change the scoreboard so you have to punch it 5 times to get 5
God,
points.
that okay.
Just because you complained. That's it. I'm changing the scoreboard in the break. I'm changing it.
So when we come back, we're gonna be playing Rock and Dice Roll.
Oh, that's my favorite name
I
ever.
know. All right, everyone, welcome back to Everything's a Game. We are at the... Thank you again, creepy children. We are at the final game of the episode. We are going to be playing Rock and Dice Roll. Again, I did not pick the names of these games. That was this guy over here. He can take all the credit for
I will
that.
take credit for that one every day of the week. Rock and dice roll.
All right. So for this game, I'm going to be naming a board game, okay? And then I want you to then name a band, musician, or song that is the philosophical equal to that game, okay? Like, for example, if I said the game Monopoly, your answer might be Money by Pink Floyd or Material Girl.
or Eddie Money.
Or you know, yeah, or Eddie Money. You know, honestly,
Money.
Just put down
Tom York every
something, and I'll probably give
Doc
you points.
McStuffins.
Because I like you more than every single person here. Okay, so even though it's called Rock and Dice Roll,
There's no.
Yeah, we all do. We all like Charlie.
We all like Charlie more.
than everybody
I like
else
Charlie
here.
more than anybody else
Yeah,
here too.
yeah, for sure.
so even though it's called Rock and Dice Roll, you don't have to. It doesn't have to come from rock music. There's no correct answer. Okay, and yet there kind of is. So there's gonna be 6 rounds of this game.
6.
The first game is Agamonia. Agamonia. I know you haven't played it, but it's a campaign game. It goes
told
on
me
for
about this one.
years.
Yeah.
It's really, really fun. So, all right. So as you guys are writing down the names or the song or band title that you think is a philosophical equal, so the origin of the word nerd first appeared in Dr. Seuss's book, If I Ran the Zoo, in 1950. It was used as a whimsical name for an imaginary creature and later evolved to describe a socially awkward intellectual. Isn't that cool? Found that out the other day to learn. Okay, so are you guys
have an
ready?
answer.
Yes, ready.
Okay, everybody's ready. Great. So, Leif, go first.
I went with Cyndi Lauper, Time After Time. Because I think the box is very colorful, like Cyndi Lauper is. And I just love the song Time After Time.
Okay.
It's a great song.
It is.
Okay. I'll give you 5 points for that
Because it's a long game.
Yeah,
So time
yes,
after
time
time
after time.
after time after time
Yeah,
after
yeah, yeah.
time after time.
Okay.
How's this song go, Travis?
Da, da, da,
That's
da,
it.
da,
Yeah,
da,
that's
da,
it.
da,
That's rock and roll right there for you.
Can you slow that down a little bit? Even slower? Really slow. Let's do it really slow.
Get it nice and low.
This episode is derailed.
You guys
Was
get the
it
rights
ever
for
on
these
the
songs?
radio?
Yeah.
No, we don't.
No, we can't sing.
All
those.
right, so Travis, go ahead, please. You got
Oh,
the
my
floor.
turn?
Yes.
I have the Queen song "Who Wants to Play Forever." Oh, it's actually "Who Wants to Live Forever."
It is. It is.
Who
but
wants to live forever?
So
from
why?
the great film Highlander.
Yeah, and
There could be
because
only one.
if you start playing Agamonia, it will take forever.
Yes, it will. All right, that 5 points for you. All right,
But you lose your head. That's it. It's over.
Charlie. What's your?
So I just went with a band. I went with The Wiggles.
Oh,
because
okay. Yeah.
Every time she's told me about it, she talks about how excited she is to play and how much patience she has while she's sitting and playing
For hours and hours
this
and
game.
hours and
And
hours.
she gets the wiggles.
Oh, she.
I
she
like
does.
that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my shoulders do shake when I laugh, so I do wiggle a lot. Dan, you get 5 points. Charlie.
Yes.
Dan.
For Agamonia, I went with Agony from Into the Woods, the musical. Did I abuse her? Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Back
so,
to
so
my
why? Just because it sounds like Agamonia?
There's an ag.
Because yes, well yes,
beginning.
and because it sounds like Agamonia, and that was the first thing I thought of. And
Okay.
you know, we've been trying to play this game for so long.
It is a little
I'm in
agonizing.
agony.
Yes. All right, I feel that. 5 points for you. All right, second game, Pandemic. Pandemic. Come up with a song or band that is the philosophical equal of the game Pandemic. So, Pac-Man's design, you know Pac-Man.
Speaking of pandemic,
Yes. Just doing some facts here, so as you give you
Sure,
guys some time to write. Was inspired by a pizza with a slice missing. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
The game's creator, Toru Awatani, I hope I didn't butcher that, but wanted to create a game that would appeal to women as well as men. So that's why it's Ms. Pac-Man.
Yeah, I learned about that at the Strong Museum.
Did you really?
Sure.
You did a learn.
I don't know.
All right, so Leif.
I'm such a bad speller. Can I tell? Even small words, I'm like, is that how that's spelled? I don't think that's.
It's
And he's a writer for a
I-S.
living, by the way.
I-S.
Travis is a writer for a living. All right, so
Autocorrect.
Leif, since you,
I
went
actually make
first.
money at it too.
Okay, so go, Leif.
Dr. Feelgood
Okay, why?
from the crew.
Okay, why?
Because it's a pandemic. You need a doctor that's going to make you feel good.
Okay, all right, I like that. 5 points for you. All right, Dan.
You give me fever.
Ah, very nice.
It's the exact same thing I did. Fever.
5
Except I
points.
spelled it wrong.
Did you really?
Yeah, I really did. I don't want to show you. No, I don't want to show you.
F-E-A-V-E-R?
I know. I knew it was wrong when I looked at it.
I was.
Here's the thing that kills me. I'm a terrible speller, but I can look at a word and go, that's not spelled right. But then I don't know how to spell it right. But I know it's spelled right, so I'm not even going to show you how I spelled fever.
Well, here's the thing. When you said you misspelled
Five
that.
frickin' letters, and I couldn't get them.
It's really only 4 letters because 2 of them are the
Oh,
same.
I know.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
so-
aware.
I was afraid that you spelled it with a PH. I know how you. I saw how you spelled it.
F-E-A-V-E-R?
Yeah.
Like a beaver, except
Yeah.
with fever?
If-
Yes,
Oh, boy.
I knew it was wrong. I didn't want to show
Oh,
it.
no.
If ever was spelled Ever, then you would have got
Look,
like
English is
pronounced.
hard.
It is. It is.
It is
Charlie?
a messed up language.
Down with the sickness.
Oh, so good.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
get 10 points for that
I
one.
actually thought of that
That
too.
one
Yeah,
was-
That was very good. Okay, third one,
I love sick. I also thought of it.
mystery date.
Oh boy.
Mystery date. You get on the phone and you call the boy that you really like. I played this game so much growing up. Okay.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
What are you from 1954?
Yes,
right.
I am. So,
Street Day.
the character Nightcrawler in X-Men, so he appears to have blue skin, but he's actually covered in fine blue fur. Did you know this, Dan?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I thought
Oh yeah,
wasn't
he's
furry.
He's
Yeah.
a furry.
so.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler is a furry. That's interesting to me. All right, how you guys doing? Still
I'm ready.
writing?
Poorly.
So is Beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a thing. For,
They had a thing?
for blue furries.
Oh,
I guess. And
yes.
you know,
Similarly, the Hulk was originally gray. Okay, not
Yes.
very similar, but color-wise.
And eventually gray.
So Hulk was originally gray, but Marvel changed him to green after problems with ink in their presses, which was interesting to me.
And then they made the Gray Hulk
And the Red Hulk.
and the Red Hulk.
Honestly, I'm so glad that they made him green. Okay, so everybody,
Yep.
you good? So mystery date, Leif, you start.
Queen Bee, because you should put a ring on it.
On your mystery date after
Yep.
one date?
Yes.
Oh.
What the hell
Why
is wrong with
wait?
you?
Life is short. Get in there, close the deal, finish it up, walk down the aisle. None of this dating
That
stuff.
explains so much.
Okay, I'll give you 5 points for that. Okay, all right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Dan.
Lock it down.
Who
Dan?
can it be now?
Oh, see, that's good.
Who can it
That's
be
good.
now?
Very good, Dan. I'll
Thank
give
you.
you 5 points for that as well.
I'll take it.
Just as many points as I got, Dan.
I know.
I'll
You
give
put
you-
so much more work
I'll
into
give you
it.
10 points.
And you and I have the
I
same
said,
amount of points.
All right, 10 points from Dan.
Thank you.
Charlie.
Scooby-Doo theme song.
Why?
Oh, the Mystery Machine.
Mystery Machine.
Okay. All right, I see that. 5 points for that. Travis, why are you erasing
I'm
it?
changing mine.
You can't do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that.
He's
I sure
doing it.
can.
He's so doing it.
I sure can, because I was having a hell of a time. Because here's the thing. I'm trying to think, and you're like, did you know Nightcrawler?
Oh, yes.
has
No,
this?"
that
I'm
messes my brain up
I
so
can't
bad, so
think
I
when
went
you're
with the
talking about
Scooby-Doo theme
Nightcrawler.
song there.
Listen.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
No, I
entertain
came-
the audience
I-
while you
I
guys
was-
are
I
writing.
was trying to remember the song, and now I remembered it, and this was the one that I was trying to come up
It's
with.
so helpful that Charlie wrote it down for you to
no,
remember
it has nothing to do with Charlie. It's Who Are You? Who are you? Who?
The owl song
Yeah.
is what I call
Why?
it.
Why?
From
Why?
CSI.
No, because that's the mystery date is who,
Okay.
who are you? Who's going to come over to my house? And,
Is that one of
and-
the questions you're going to ask them on your date,
Yeah.
Trav?
Who are you?
You should know that before you go on a date with them. FYI, kids,
Yes,
know
you should.
who you're
You
going
should
on a
definitely
date
ask.
What was
I
your
really want to know.
You should FaceTime before you see this person in real
with. Oh,
life.
don't do that stuff.
Can
That's
I
You
just
too
ask-
much.
can't. Not
No,
with
it's
mystery
not.
date. With
It's
mystery date,
definitely
they
not.
mystery date. They literally show up to your door. You open the door and see who your mystery date was.
That's true,
so you
that's
don't
true.
you don't get to find out ahead of time.
And they sometimes
And then
have
you
smelly
just-
You
feet.
just hear their voice.
And then you
the
just
phone.
hope they're not handsy.
Yes, it's true. All
Or
right,
you hope they
Travis.
are.
Well,
5
it
points for
depends
that.
on how you play mystery date.
All right.
Travis,
You
hold
would
on.
know more about her, how she plays mystery date than I would. Yes.
What was your answer before you gave a good one?
Oh.
So it was someone to watch over me.
Oh, I love
Oh.
that song.
Lovely.
Yeah, it was someone to watch
That's
over me. And,
hopeful.
So that's for like when you stalk your mystery date
well,
afterwards.
and I was going to say it's
been
because
watching
mystery date to me always felt a little stocky.
Right,
So
sure.
that's why I was doing someone
I
to watch
do
over
love
me.
how every time we play this game, I completely forget every song in the universe.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's true. All right, fourth game, the game of life. The game of life. Find the song or band that's equivalent to the game of life. So technically, Gotham City is in New Jersey.
God dang it.
By the way,
My
my
brain
Batman
malfunctions
theme
a little
song.
bit.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why
Batman
on
theme
Jeopardy
song.
they play that song.
yes,
They
but
don't
no-
give facts
no-
during.
Listen, I was told I needed to entertain the audience while you all sat and wrote for
I
however many
understand.
seconds.
I understand. It's very helpful.
And Metropolis, by the way, is in Delaware. So Gotham
Okay.
City's in New Jersey. Metropolis
Superman
is in
theme
Delaware.
song.
So actually, so from my understanding, is Metropolis was not based on an actual city. That
it's
it may
kind of
have
New
been a
York.
city, but it was based on New York. I think.
Yeah, they're all.
Yeah.
But
both
Gotham
based on-
was also based on.
Yeah.
New York.
yes.
Just different parts of the city.
exactly.
Fine. This says Gotham City is based in New Jersey.
Is based,
Well-
Based on.
so like in the DC universe, they have real cities, they have real states, they have all that stuff.
Yes.
So when they go to a locale where Gotham City is, it is in New Jersey. But
And you
New
see in the
York
Batman
exists,
versus
DC
Superman,
exists,
they're literally
all those.
across the
Whoa, whoa.
water from one another.
That was one of the things that was so.
Oh, what,
No, there's just this nerd off has to end.
Well, that was one of the things that was such a big deal about
Marvel versus DC.
Marvel versus DC is that we're
Marvel
picking
was
real
world.
areas, yeah.
Yes.
Like Star City is Chicago.
All right. So you all have your
Chicago.
answers
I thought it
by
was
now.
Seattle.
You should, at least.
I don't.
Central City.
You don't
I
have
don't
an
even
answer?
remember what the game was.
Okay. Well, the game of life.
Game of
so
life.
we'll start.
Okay.
We'll start with Dan. Dan.
Yeah, Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon. Because
Very nice.
Yeah, that's why.
5 points for that.
Thank you.
Is that because you're not paying attention to the little ones that are in the back of the car?
Yeah, exactly.
You kinda
You're,
leave them off and-
you're busy
Yeah.
working, buying stocks, and the kids are in the back of the
You go
car.
off and you leave the car with the two kids in it. And
Yeah,
they're
it
like,
gets hot
"Cats
because
in
you
the
haven't put
cradle and the
exactly.
silver spoon." All right.
Leif?
be like
I'm going with Cats in the Cradle.
Are you really? That's funny.
You cannot.
Yeah,
that
I
is
can.
not.
Yeah,
You
no.
wrote that after.
I was so distracted with Batman and Superman.
Well, sorry, you don't get points for stealing Dan's answer.
I didn't steal it. Dan stole mine.
No.
preemptively.
Travis?
Sure. I had an original one. Mine is Once in a Lifetime.
You wrote that?
Yeah. Once. Specifically, that is not my beautiful wife.
Oh, I love that
Yeah.
song.
Once in a
Letting your days
lifetime.
go by.
Yep.
Okay, you get 10 points for that, dear. Charles?
The Facts of Life theme song.
Okay.
Very good.
Just take the good. And
Very
you
nice.
mix in
Take the
some
good to
bad
take the
stuff.
bad to
And
take
Well, that
them
is
all
that
in
is
there.
the,
You
you can
kinda
just
have
call
to.
it the game of life.
Okay.
game of
Very
life.
good. 10 points for that one.
Nice.
Yeah, nicely done.
Okay, so fifth game. Second to last game. Fallout the board game.
Oh, Fallout.
Fallout the board game. Tried to choose ones that I knew Charlie could at least
I
answer.
appreciate that.
Yes.
Very low hanging fruit here
Yes.
in this game
Yes.
from what I've seen of this podcast.
Yes. So, fun fact that you guys don't have to listen to because you can't concentrate.
I'm done.
Oh,
I'm done too, but
So the longest
I'm not bragging
Monopoly,
about it.
the longest Monopoly game ever played lasted 70 straight days. Could you imagine? That
That's not
sounds
true.
awful.
that's not true.
So the game was developed during the Great Depression and originally intended to teach players about the pitfalls of capitalism.
And it was designed by a woman.
And a woman, yes.
And then it was stolen by
by a man. Yes, it
who
was.
took credit for it.
Yep.
Did you know the first game board was round?
Yeah,
No,
check
I
out
didn't know
the
that.
check out
Yeah,
the episode.
we have a
Hasbro, if
video
you're out
all
there,
about it.
I don't know
Yeah.
why you haven't corrected this. I feel like, well, maybe, I'm sure there's a legal reason, but I
Yeah.
feel like her name should be on the dang.
It should be.
It really
I
should.
really do.
Really
I
should
feel like
be.
this is one of like the greatest miscarriages of justice in this
Yeah.
industry. That one of the most famous games in the world. It was designed
Literally
by a
the one
woman.
that everyone knows.
Her name should be
At
more-
least associated
Yeah.
with it at
It
all.
should be out there.
Yeah.
All right, Charlie.
me.
Because I know you love Fallout so much, which is why I chose this. What's the song?
Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition.
Yes, that's a song.
It's from
that is-
Fallout 4.
Yes, it is.
It plays on all the time, and it's just it.
That's an
it's-
actual song, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's,
figured.
It's
5
from
points.
like feels like Arkansas to me.
The games are full of like real songs.
Yes.
Yeah. Mostly from the 1940s and 50s.
All right, Dan.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a song that I suspect that you're not gonna know, but it's "Political Science" by Randy Newman, which is
The Toy Story guy.
yes. He wrote a song about dropping. It's about dropping nuclear bombs. So boom goes London, boom Paris, more room for you and more room for me. Anyway,
Very nice. I like that.
yes.
So I'll give you 10 points for that answer.
Are you going to say Fallout Boy? That's what I thought you might say.
No.
Oh,
Leaf.
that would
Leaf.
be excellent. I went with the zombies instead.
Okay, yeah, that's
But Fallout
nice.
Boy would have been an excellent
That
answer.
would have been.
that's not my answer, but
What is it?
What is your answer?
My answer is war.
Good God,
What's it
y'all.
good for? And it never changes.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
War. It
5
never
points for
changes.
that, dear. All right, so last game. Hungry, hungry hippos. Hungry, hungry hippos. Hungry, hungry hippos.
Done.
Nice.
Done too, Dan.
5 points for Dan, 5 points for Leaf for being
Like
quick.
points.
The longest D&D campaign has been going on since 1982. Still going on. Robert Wardhaw started the campaign. Started the campaign when he was 14, and it is still active today.
You write this copy for yourself, right?
Yes, totally. Totally. But could you imagine?
Playing D&D
Since
that long?
1982.
I can't.
That's a long time to
But
be
here's
playing
the thing.
D&D.
Travis just got wispy. He's like, oh, that sounds so nice.
It'd be hard to say. I'm sure they've changed characters. I mean, there's no
They
way
had
it's the
to.
same
They-
characters.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
can't survive.
yeah.
that
No matter
long.
how slow you go, you've hit your character maximum at that point. Plus, they would have started in first edition, and I don't know if they're
yeah.
still playing first edition, but that would have been first edition back then.
All right, so
also-
How's this nerd talk, Brett?
Perfect. I'm not getting tired at all.
I've heard of campaigns that go so long that when they get new characters, they have to deal with the consequences of the actions of the previous characters. So it's generational. And then
like diabetes.
Exactly.
And
just like
trauma.
that. Yeah. So when they're, the previous characters are 20th level or whatever, they're the heroes of the next generation who then go on to, and I think that's awesome. Like, that's very cool.
All right, Leif. Hungry Hippos.
The animals.
Okay. Very
The
on the
band,
nose.
the animals.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
5 points for that. That was an answer. That was
Yeah, the animals, whatever the animals.
that was an answer. That was an answer. Dan, what's your
Africa by Toto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
There are no hippos in Africa, Dan.
Are you sure?
Oh, where would they be then, Lee?
Yeah.
In the animals.
Oh boy.
On the Amazon.
They kill the most people
The
of all
Amazonian
animals.
hippos.
All right, Charlie.
Weird Al's food song. The name title escapes me at the moment due to all
Eat
the
it.
nerd
Eat
talk,
it.
and then I remembered Eat It.
There you go.
10
There was
points
just so
for
much
that,
talk I
Charlie.
couldn't remember, and then
10 points. For
I got
that.
there
10
eventually.
points for that. All right, Travis.
I went the musical. I went Food from Oliver. Food, glorious.
Because you eat
food.
hippos? Oh, no.
The
Because
hungry.
Yeah, because in the game you eat hippos.
I want to play that game.
Hungry,
I am
for
hungry,
hippos.
hungry. I want to eat hippos.
No, because the game is called Hungry for Hippos.
Hungry for
I wanna
hippos.
eat hippos. Okay, great.
Yeah.
My brain malfunctioned
okay,
there.
sure.
So we'll give you 5 points for that. Great. Awesome. So the points.
Her brain had it, so therefore I get 5 points.
Listen, every time you GM one of these games, one of these episodes, Travis, I always lose. So this is just
no,
payback.
I get
Okay,
it. No,
that's
no
great.
problem.
I
That's
always
great.
lose Travis's GM.
Sure.
All right, so
Well, you will from now on.
I know. I've solidified that. This is my journey from now on. All right, so the points as they stand are, Travis, you are, you are last at 100
right.
points. But you
Good
guys
job.
Yes, good job.
you. I
Good
appreciate
job. Leif, you are second to last. You at 110 points.
The sabotage worked.
Dan, you are in second place at 160 points.
I'll take it.
Which means that, Charlie, you are the most winner of everything at 165 points.
Technically, I started with more points than these guys both
Yes.
got.
No,
So
it
Yes.
doesn't matter, man.
Well,
Combined.
you know
Accept
what?
that
If
win.
Leif had taken the first game seriously, he may have not,
No, if Leif had
Lex,
taken the
to
first
be
game
fair-
seriously, I might have done
fair.
well.
Lex, to be fair, I didn't take any of this seriously.
Great. That's perfect. That's true. But the point of this is not to take anything seriously. So awesome. Charlie, what are you going to do with your title?
Oh, I'm gonna. Yeah.
He's going to go back to his
I'm
cave.
gonna go back to the cave and I'm gonna.
Spoken like a true editor.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So
Fix
I'm
it
gonna
in
figure
post.
it out in
We'll
post.
fix it in post. Yeah.
So because Charlie won, that means one of our fans won, and that fan is at Maxwell Carney 9410, who commented on our Dan versus Wild video saying, "This is so fun. Dan is great. Love the fun facts."
Yay, which Charlie edited, we should
Yes,
say, and
Charlie
did a great job.
edit it, and he did a wonderful job.
Dan, did you type in that comment for that video?
Yeah, apparently we're
is
giving
also
Dan a
Maxwell.
game.
Do I get my game? Yeah.
So thank you so much, Maxwell. We appreciate you commenting, and you will win a brand new game because of it.
It's Monopoly.
It is Monopoly, so you're welcome.
Or hungry for hippos.
Or hungry, I'm going to eat a hippo. Thank you all for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe and leave a comment so that you too can win a prize in one of our episodes. And Brett, what can they win?
A game.
And why? Dan or Brett?
That's
or
why.
the creepy children.
That's why.
Because everything is a game. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.